Today we're going to be talking about my favorite city and yours, Cape Coral. Some of you know that I'm being a little bit tongue-in-cheek, a little bit sarcastic. But listen, it's out there on my channel. I just have some issues with Cape Coral, and I think I've been really vocal about it in the sense that I think there are better investments for you. And many of the reasons that I've stated on my channel on many videos, you can run a search on my channel and you will find them. My opinion is pretty well known on this. But what I don't like about Cape Coral is that there are so many beautiful places in Florida. And I just have always felt that Cape Coral falls short, whether it's infrastructure problems, whether it's a lack of amenities, whether it's the lack of a beach, or maybe access to things that you can get access to in other communities, the healthcare. There's just been a lot of things. And the other big thing is they lack shopping. And in my opinion, this is all my opinion, listen, you can disagree with me on this, but I don't think that anybody goes to Florida to shop at Kohl's, Target, and Home Depot. I just don't. I think people look for sort of like boutique shops and something they can't get up north, something that screams, hello, I am in Southwest Florida. And I've always just kind of felt like Cape Coral falls short of that. Well, in today's video, we're going to be talking about some good things that are hopefully going to come to fruition, that are hopefully going to happen in Cape Coral in 2025. All right, now, before you get on your fake account and you start typing away, let me at least introduce myself. My name is Barrett Pastor, and I've been a real estate broker for over 26 years. So hopefully, I'm coming to you from a place of knowledge and experience, and I can help you navigate all things Florida real estate. So let's talk about Cape Coral and some of the good things that are coming forward, because honestly, when I think of Cape Coral, the first thing I think of is affordability. It's definitely affordable. So if you're looking for a home in Southwest Florida and it seems to fit the bill for you, watch my videos. Watch my other videos if you're unfamiliar with Cape Coral. But if we're strictly talking about price point, there's a lot of foreclosures right now in Cape Coral, and affordability is the name of the game there. You can get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath pool home for in the 300s again. Now, listen, I just want to tell you, because this is important, about a year and a half ago, that same house was around $500,000. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about your investment. A little bit of this going on. So all that said, today we're going to focus on good things. So number one, the first thing I want to talk to you about is what is called the Bimini project. All right, so here is the Bimini Square project coming fall of 2025. Here's what it is supposed to look like. And we'll just hear some details on it. So the highly anticipated Bimini Square project is on track for a grand opening in the fall of 2025 with a budget of $100 million, promises to be a landmark, spacious residences, top-tier amenities, waterfront dining, a range of health and wellness opportunities. So it says this development is positioned near downtown Cape Coral. So what they're trying to do is create a little bit of retail shopping. They're going to have some doctor's offices in there. Luxury apartments are supposed to be in there. Little shops are supposed to be in there. Let me scroll down here a bit more. Let's see what we find. Yeah, private 7th floor rooftop infinity edge pool. That would be nice. Here's the rendering of what that's going to look like. And then you see here Lee Health. If you're unfamiliar, that is one of the major medical groups that is in Southwest Florida. So it looks like they're going to open some more places there. So this could be a very, very nice complex. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more so you can kind of see what it's going to look like. But yeah, that is, it looks like here with the medical, they've got cardiology imaging, lab services, pediatric, all kinds of different things going on there. And that is very much needed. You know, my channel, I talk all the time about the medical. and Cape Coral a couple years ago was voted, listen, this is not my opinion. I am telling you what is fact, but they were voted, I think it was about 3 years ago, the worst in the state. So we should do better, right? All right, the next thing I want to tell you about is the removal of the lock. You know how I always talk about the miserable mile, and I always tell you that if you're interested in boating, that's why you want to move to Cape Coral, and I always tell you, think about your idle out through to open water. The lock has been something that people are just insane about. People hate going through that lock. Well, now that lock is going to be removed. So anticipate a short-term process while they're going through that process. Anticipate that there's going to be a little bit of a temporary pause through there while they remove the lock. But once that lock is removed, that should be a good thing to a lot of boaters. The JC Park renovations. Now, what they're going to be doing there is just basically renovating the whole area, adding sidewalk, adding some lighting, adding a boardwalk. So what they're doing is trying to create an area that gives you more of a sense of community, because one of the negatives in Cape Coral is that it's always been just kind of like the tropical suburbs, but really, really with a heavy leaning on suburbs. And when I say suburbs, Home Depot, Lowe's, a tattoo shop, Rally's hamburger place, like nothing that makes you excited to go there. And I think what they're doing is trying to give it more of a sense of community, places where people can go walk around, things that other areas of Florida already have. And then the last thing is the Yacht Club. They're trying to get permitting for the Yacht Club. If you're unfamiliar, what the Yacht Club is a little, it's a club, so to speak, but it was a marina, and they had a restaurant that was like an outdoor kind of fun, airy restaurant. People would always get mad at me when I would say there's no beach there, but that was their beach. So it's not a beach. It's not like a beach what you're thinking of. When you're thinking of going to visit a beach, that's not what it was. It was a sand section, and there was a body of water there, but it was definitely not a beach. But all of that said, the Yacht Club was the closest thing to a beach that they had in Cape Coral, but it burned down. So thankfully, they are trying to rebuild and make some improvements, and they're trying to begin permitting there. So if you live in the Yacht Club area, or if you were thinking about buying in the Yacht Club area, that should be a really good positive for you. So listen, hopefully that helped balance things out, because many of you know that I talk about Cape Coral from time to time, and I just have always felt like there are other places in Florida that just offer a little bit more, but this will help. This is really a good thing, I think, for Cape Coral.